What we're going to look at is some examples of what people have sort of written in body paragraphs before and see how you can improve those body paragraphs. You can make them better. Maybe they would have been a 3 or 4 out of 6 for the body paragraph, and you're going to like try and make that a 6 out of 6. In this lesson, we will look at ways to improve body paragraphs by making our content more detailed and specific. We do this by replacing generalized statements with quotes, facts, examples, reasons, and logical arguments. Remember those things that I mentioned? Those are the proof. So let's look at the first one. Replace the general statements with quotes. Here's a paragraph written by somebody, like a student, and everything that this student says is correct. It's the right answer to like the question about Macbeth. Is Macbeth around a dynamic character? And this is the right answer. But the student would not get a good mark. Okay, let's see why. Macbeth is a dynamic character. In Act 1, he says that he will not kill the king because of his honor. That's generally right. But in Act 4, he says that he will commit more murders. That also happens. His own words, it should say words, everybody makes a typo, including the student. His own words indicate the change in his moral point of view. All good stuff, but like worth maybe a 3, maybe a 3.5 out of 6. You want better than that. So how can you fix it? Okay, now we're going to look at the general statements. These are generalized statements. And so this one, Macbeth is a dynamic character. That's the topic sentence of this body paragraph. It doesn't need to change whatsoever. It's fine. In Act 1 is good. It sounds like it's going to be specific, but then it just gets general. He just paraphrases what Macbeth says. He paraphrases. Paraphrasing is okay sometimes, but this is a rather weak paraphrase. Why not just use a quote? It is so much more powerful to use a quote here. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing now, but you're going to do it for some different paragraphs. This time, you're not looking for quotes. You're looking for facts. Here's an example of a paragraph that somebody wrote. Universities can lead to better careers in the future. Now, I agree with that, but still, that's his topic sentence. He still needs to prove it, right? So now he's going to give he's going to do something to try and prove it. He says, I know a guy. Really? You know a guy. Can't you like give us this guy's name? Can't you do something? This is so vague, so vague. So that's a general statement, a guy. So you could replace the guy with the person's actual name. Yeah, maybe a famous person would be even better, who graduated from university and got a job. Now, I just said from university. If you wanted to be specific, you could be specifically give us a fact. You could actually put the name of the university. Okay, so put your paragraph right there. Remember the same thing. You just grab it, copy, paste it, and then replace all of these yellow parts. If you've highlighted, replace those yellow parts with facts, numbers, names, stuff like that. Oh, by the way, you can make up your facts here. We're just practicing right now. This is just practice. So you don't have to Google actual numbers if you don't want to. Just make up names and facts. Okay, you can Google them if you want. All right, replace general statements with examples. All right, remember this guy was not bad with examples, but this person is not so good. Shopping in Vancouver can be very rewarding. That's a pretty good topic sentence. No need to change anything there, but because it's just your topic sentence. But now you have to prove that topic sentence by using specific examples. There are places. What places? I need to know the name of a place, all right, where you can buy many special things. Like what special things? You can say special things, but then give us some examples. You mean like special shoes, like Nike shoes? Or do you think like special purses, like Kate Spade purses? I bet you're shocked that I even knew that. Okay, cool. Okay, so copy and paste that here. Replace those things. And remember, you can make it up if you want. Okay, here's number 4, reasons. Reasons are answering the question why. All right, they're answering the question why, and they often use the word because. Because, all right? Okay, and if you get bored of using because, you can do like in order to, things like that, all right? Okay, so that's what we're looking for, reasons. Like, for example, missed electric cars are the wave of the future. Now this person is doing an imperative, is telling me what I should do. You should buy an electric car. Really? Okay. Now that's not a bad thing to say, but the next sentence should be because, or this part of the sentence should be because. But he doesn't. He just jumps from you should buy an electric car right to I don't have an electric car, but I want one. All right. Okay, this is weird. Okay, so after electric cars are the way of the future, it should be followed by a reason why. I'm going to write in here why. Like why? You haven't explained why. So, and then also I'm going to put one right here. I should buy one. Why? You don't tell me why. You tell me that you don't have one. That's not why. Okay, so this one may be a little trickier, putting in reasons, but just use because and answer the question. Your final job, and this one's for bonus marks because it is so hard. You write bonus marks. Write a paragraph of your own using logical arguments. Remember, logical arguments was the third thing over here. Logical arguments. Logical arguments have to do with explaining basically why one thing is better than another. Okay, so something better than something else. You could write a paragraph about why Marvel is better than DC, or why DC is better than Marvel. Now, if you don't know what Marvel or DC is, I think you've been under a rock. But anyways, maybe you just don't care. Let's go on. Maybe you're more sci-fi guy than superhero guy or girl. Star Wars versus Star Trek. Which do you think is better? Okay, maybe you don't care about either of those. How about Pepsi versus Coke? Which do you think is better? This was kind of weird because it's about taste. But anyways, I don't care. Just write me explanation. You can pick anything you want. Why something is better than something else, and give all of your reasons. So logical arguments is very similar to this reasons one. That's why I figured just give you a chance to write your own paragraph.